Californians when water mysteriously falls from the sky. Wait, I didn't know it could do that. Clouds? Cry? As a Californian myself, it's more like, what is water? Solving your economic crisis? Nah, how about demanding Iran pay 800 billion euros for a war that happened 2,500 years ago? Interesting strategy there, Greece. Let's see if it works out for them. How the US helps Europe diversify its energy market. Sanction Russia! Sanction Russia! Buy US gas! Buy US gas! Price cap on Russian oil! Price cap on Russian oil! US sells gas to Europe at prices 4 times higher. Oh no. I don't even know what's going on, but I'm glad to see this little guy make it back into the meme world. Keep Europe from war. Keep Europe from what? Keep up. Curve-wa. Curve-wa. It all makes sense now. It's Poland's favorite word. Frick cryptos. I'll only invest in future Hungarian forints. Now this is how you become a real mega chad. This currency is going to be worth so much money one day. Think about it like an investment in your future. In Hungarian, this is a grammatically correct sentence. T-T-Tid, E-T T-T-T-T-T-T-T-T-T-Tech. I say that right? What a beautiful language. Gotta try to learn that one day. If all I have to learn is the letter T to know like all of Hungarian, sign me up. Like Hungarian Morse code. Babe, we're going to war with Poland. You'll invade them too. Yes, master. You're going to invade Poland with us, Hungary? No. I guess this is a dub for Hungary and L for Slovakia, unfortunately. Man, great currency, and they say no to the no-no Germans? Well, sometimes. When we talk about having a greater Hungary, this is exactly what we mean. Not only is the whole world under Hungarian possession, but also the whole world looks like old Hungarian borders that they had like a couple centuries ago. Also, is that Poland moon? Honestly, I could probably stare at this animation literally all day. This might be the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Online I'm fine, but IRL I'm Filipino. I have a genetic
oh my gosh. Who made this? I don't think I can watch this, so I gotta stop it. Oh no. No one knows I'm Filipino. What? I honestly don't understand this, but alright. Why do I feel like most Filipino memes I've seen is just this? The Philippines needs to love itself. Wow, look! We stacked a bunch of rocks on top of each other. Please clap. Yeah, that's kitty poop. Remember that famous Denmark construction? Like, wait, you don't have any Denmark. More like, no landmarks. Why did I laugh at that? First Anon was from Denmark. Yeah, maybe this person shouldn't have said anything about the Great Pyramids, especially when it's so easy to do a pun like no landmarks. I do think this person from Spain, though, is missing a pretty massive cultural heritage site. Where would humanity be without this? Average, we will use nukes as we please fan versus average, no first strike policy enjoyer. Wait, so it's just China and India that will not use nukes first? Whereas USA, Russia, France, Israel, UK, North Korea, and Pakistan are like, nah, we gonna do whatever we want. It seems like it'd be an issue. And 7 out of the 9 are on the left side. That seems to be bad. Indians talking about other Indians that live in an almost identical state that is a 28-minute drive away. I love how no matter where you are on Earth, everyone can relate to this. Brits talking about other Brits from an identical county, or Filipinos talking about other Filipinos from an identical province. And we know we've seen like the same thing with like US towns. Unique things you can only find in Southeast Asia. Incredible landscapes. Trains moving through this very compacted alleyway. Amazing skyscrapers. I don't even know what this is. Is this a boat on top of 3 buildings? Lots of cool vehicles. And then, I don't know. Is this girl TikTok dancing? What is going on? What is she dancing in front of? I'm not sure. Do I want to know Southeast Asia? No. The state of Michigan at its height versus the state of Ohio at its height. Well, I guess when you put it like this, it's clear which one is better. Although Ohio still remains themselves at their height, Michigan lost a lot. When will this rivalry end? So between 1833 and 1836, the Michigan territory did expand from Iowa all the way to North Dakota. And then here's the disputed portion of Michigan's territory referred to as the Toledo Strip. This is what pulled Michigan and Ohio into a war. But then Michigan shrank in 1836, and they said this was all the new Wisconsin territory. So how does this state fit into that old rivalry? Live now, day 1. Can Liz Truss outlast this lettuce? Started 47 minutes ago. Talk about the greatest YouTube live stream of all time. And it's literally still going. Oh man, this lettuce with the drip. I don't know. I think my money's gonna be on the green one. I feel like I've only heard the name Liz Truss as an American like 2 times ever. Americans make fun of British food. Meanwhile, we have dishwasher salmon. Dishwasher salmon is an American fish dish made from the heat from a dishwasher, particularly in its drying phase. Pieces of fish wrapped in aluminum foil in a dishwasher. Man, we getting desperate. I mean, you know, hard times, hard times. Why do I feel like I've heard of this before? Come on though, who doesn't want to try it? Let's try it. What's the worst that can happen? Yes, Cornwall, we do acknowledge your rich cultural history. We just don't really care. Oh no, not Cornwall. It's like the one place I can recognize from just looking at a map of the UK. Like I can maybe make out some of these just by looking at like the 3 letters. I really need to do a quiz trying to like see if I can get all these right. I just know like Cornwall, Kent, and then all the Sussex, Essex, Lancaster. Every day I wake up in Birmingham. I've started to meet people from the UK and I've asked them like, what's the one city you shouldn't go to? And they've actually been confirming this. I've been told not to go here. Like, oh, okay. Thought those were just memes. The Hunchback of Notre Dame, the Phantom of the Opera, Beauty and the Beast all speak to one of humankind's most consistent questions. Can Frenchmen be loved? Now that is a tale as old as time. Clearly, I think they have issues. I mean, they usually get it down though, right? I mean, it just takes them a second. Me, after realizing the sheer amount of words commonly used in English-speaking countries that have French origins or are literally French words. Yeah, this is my literally me moment. I think I'm gonna snap. Are we a part of the problem? I wonder how many anti-English memes there are in the French world. Obviously, I'm reading these memes that are in English, so of course they're gonna be slanted towards one side. How chaotic are those French memes, though? A poll which was recently done, the United Kingdom and their EU membership referendum, 59% of the population now voting to rejoin instead of stay out. Yeah, I don't know what the UK is trying to do again. They're clearly doing a lot. Scotland independence vote could come next year, and this is one of those old votes that might rise up again. Scotland pouring a bunch of sugar into this 2023 Kool-Aid. UK doesn't look like they're happy, but EU's like, well, we tried to warn you. Or maybe this was their plan all along. UK with the 5D chess move. Leave EU and then crash your economy so hard you become net beneficiary. Rejoin EU profit. They are geniuses. 4 endings to the Russian-Ukraine war. Ending number 1, Ukraine goes back to normal. Ending 2, Kuban returns to its native harbor. Ending 3, this whole People's Republic asks to join Ukraine along with other oblasts. And finally, ending 4, which we have yellow Ukraine, green Ukraine, gray, a bunch of things get annexed. Oh, and then of course, Chechnya gets Kaliningrad. Honestly, I'm cool with any of these, but I'd say number 4. When you're drawing with a ruler and accidentally stumble on a finger. Basically how they came up with the borders to Papua New Guinea and Indonesia. Perfectly straight until all of a sudden, I don't know, someone's finger got in the way, and it was probably Papua New Guinea's because they got a little bit extra out of this. I guess it's a win-win. And they said Greenland was the biggest non-continental island. I mean, clearly that's obviously not the case. They are in 2nd place. Wait a second. I think I just came to a massive conclusion. Most of the propaganda that pushes Australia is its own continent probably comes from Greenland. There's at least 56,000 people on this island pushing it constantly every single day. Australia's a continent, Australia's a continent, just so they can remain in that top spot as largest island in the world. They know the day we all finally realize, wait a second, Australia is actually just a big old island. Yeah, they're gonna get kicked down into 2nd place. This explains why Greenland doesn't watch my channel very much. They probably despise that I refer to Oceania as the continent. My subreddit just recently hit 50,000 members, and this lucky man was the 50,000th member. What a giga Chad. There's still time to join before we hit an even crazier milestone. The girlfriend from Romania starter pack. Doesn't take selfies. Likes to nap all day. Lets me eat her garlic bread at restaurants. Super polite. Only comes to my place when invited. Finally, teeth looking like this. Man, she's a baddie. You a lucky man out there. I gotta go to Romania and get me one of these. Although I would be afraid she'd be a little too thirsty. History of Turkey with their old Ottoman borders, their Turkey flag, the wolf origin story. Is this throat Mongolian singers or no? They're not. I think they're, I don't know, I'm not sure. Versus history of one random Greek island. Yeah, they have like the most insane things that happened. It could be the most obscure island randomly in the Mediterranean, and it always has the craziest stories behind it. I don't even know if I can name a single Greek island, to be honest, yet there's just so much history there. And they have 6,000 of these things. I can't even name one. And only 227 of the islands are uninhabited. What is going on? Actually, I take that back. I know Crete and Rhodes. That's about it. Pretty much just the big ones. Oh, Corfu? Is that how you say that? Kim taunts West by launching test missile over Japan. If you ask me, this Kardashian versus Kanye thing is going too far. I mean, at this point, the Kardashians are literally testing nukes. I understand something's going on with Kanye, but I don't think we need to resort to that sort of escalation. Your president falls down because he's old. Our president falls down because he's blackout drunk. They are not the same. Okay, this is, I guess, the Czech leader then? Okay, I honestly didn't even actually know that. I just assumed because I know how much Czechia likes their drinks. I can see why you voted for him. And big thanks to Why Am I Doing This? $20 is a lot, Drew. aPhatNarwhal,
Barnsky W,
Drew's Argentinian grandpa, Chris3773,
DannyThyGamer,
GoodOldRyah, istoledrewspetdog,
Jakov, bruney,
LuxembourgLover,
nationsatrisk,
Bjorkman5610,
Phresh Animations,
RyeThePie,
the
Polish-Lithuanian
Mexican
Commonwealth,
760,
Twickenhamster,
Veiotic,
ZaneyBoi,